just did a video and I was thinking, I said I was going to change the refill in this logger's tape. Well, hey, let me show you how it's done. The Husqvarna ones are so simple, way better than those old Spencers with like 20 screws around them. And I rebuilt hundreds and hundreds of those when I was a kid, hanging out with my dad in logging camps, and even when I worked in logging camps. Then the Husqvarna ones came out. I think Gad made some too, but these Husqvarna ones are awesome. There's no screws. Let me show you how it is. So when you have a broken refill, you know, obviously it's not in there right now. On these tapes, where your hanger is, maybe I want to zoom you in to look at this a little closer, eh? Yeah. Get it? Come on. Blink. Okay. So where the hanger is here, you want to relieve the tension of the spring first. Once it's relieved, have that part in line with the hanger, and it pulls right out, okay? You got the one gear here. Take that, set it into the spring. Take your gear plate that meshes all the gears together, lay it out, then take your reel out where the tape goes on. So the biggest tricky thing with tapes is when you buy a refill, you take it apart, and if this thing unwinds, it makes a mess. It gets all tangled up. It's hard to put back in. I used to have a perfect little box, like a cigarette box pouch. I'd put them in and then pull them out. At Walker's, I have one like that. But here, I just done it with a plastic bag so it doesn't get all over the place. So this fellow wants metric up. So what I'm first going to do is take the end of the tape here. I'm going to slide it through this cartridge here where it rolls out, right? Now, metric needs to be up. So there we go. Metric's up. And take the end of the tape here, fit it into this cartridge. You slide it through that slot right there. Okay? Then you simply take some extra, and there's a little titty thing in there you pull and get the tape onto. There you go. It's connected, okay? Now that it's connected, slide this back into the cartridge. Take your top gear plate. Everything lines up with the hanger, by the way, like I said a second ago. So this top plate, little arms here, goes into that groove. Set that down in there. Okay. Now take your spring with that gear in the spring. Don't forget to put it in there. It only goes one way, okay? Set it in there. Realign your tab up with the hook. Set it in there. It doesn't want to go quite in. Just move the tape around a bit. Wham, it's there. Okay? Thought it was. Okay, it never goes right when you're filming, right? Okay, just move the pulley around a little bit if you have to, just to get that lined up. There, snap, okay? There we go. Now, you can clockwise turn the tension till it starts pulling the tape in. As it's pulling it in, just hold on to your bag here so the tape doesn't fly apart. More tension, get more coming to it. More tension, crank it right up. Let it pull it out by itself, right? Or try to, so you don't overwind the spring. Okay? This is the easiest way to do it, really the only way. Okay, coming along, coming out, coming out, coming out. Okay, coming out. Hope everyone's having a good day out there. A little wet here today, but that's what rain jackets and hard hats are for. There you go. Sucked it right out of the bag. There we go. It's in there. Metric up. Now this is a 66-foot refill. So the ticket to tapes as well is never have it so it comes to the end of the tape when you're measuring. So if you only need, basically what I mean, if you come to the end, sometimes you'll pull the end of the tape right out, and then you got to put it back in again. So set your spring tension. Let's get this one set. Now you can let the tape out because it isn't going to get tangled up. Take the tape right out. This is a 66-foot refill. So I'm going to set this spring tension. You got to do this over and over a couple times. Okay, I'm almost coming to the end of the spring now. At the 60 mark. 61, 62. Okay, wow, man, I set this one almost perfect. So I'm setting it to 64. That's the end of the spring tension, okay? You shouldn't need any longer than that unless you're doing a real long measurement, and maybe then you want to get a 60 or 75-foot refill, or mark your log and measure some more, right? Okay, so that's the right spring tension. If you wanted more, you turn it clockwise, less counterclockwise, okay? So let her go back in. Be careful letting it back in. It doesn't fly up and hit you in the eye. It's not so bad right now because the tape nail's not on the end, but when these tape nails are on the end and you zing that thing in, I've seen guys get these in their face. You know, so be careful with that. I put my tape nail on like so. This is a used one, and I'm going to angle this different. I'm going to twist this nail so that the flat part isn't this way. It's going to be this way. It sticks into the log better, and it pulls out easier when the guy snaps the tape out of the log. Okay? I've done thousands of tapes, man. And I'm not over-exaggerating. Me and my dad used to go into logging camps, and I'd sit there on the floor with a couple boxes, and I'd just fix tapes, then fix starters and axes. You name it, man. Donnie's been there, done that. Anyways, keep sawing wood, sticky nice, rubber on the road, taping the log. If you need any more help with that, give me a comment. Have a great day. Stay dry.